Get rid of that. There we go. Let's talk about the founder and the big boss, the CEO of Twitter. Guess where he is? He's in Nigeria at the moment, right now. Why should we care? Well, it's the first trip to the continent for the head of the social media giant. I find that hard to believe. Larry Madowo was the BBC's Africa business editor. Until recently, he's actually currently on a sabbatical as a journalism fellow at Columbia University in New York, and he's right behind me. Larry, great to see you, my friend. It's been a long time. Hey, listen, mate, for a continent with 250 million smartphone users, why in the world has it taken him so long to get there?
That is the question, Aaron, and great to see you too. It's the first official trip we know of Jack Dorsey in the continent, and he's in Nigeria, which is a great place to start because it's hugely influential and it's got lots of Twitter users. We don't know the official numbers because Twitter doesn't release numbers country by country, but it should be in the millions. And it's surprising that Jack Dorsey has said that he wants to improve the collective health and civility of openness of public conversation on Twitter, but also to be publicly accountable to it. But today in Nigeria, he didn't speak to journalists. He showed up, took a picture, and did not answer any questions. And there are lots of questions that he should answer about bots, about the way the system, the platform has been commandeered and weaponized by some people to abuse, to misinform, and all of that. And Jack Dorsey not taking pictures there, I think, is an insult to Nigeria. It's certainly an insult to Africa.
Yeah, I would agree with you. But so, hang on, can I just get this clear? We don't know what the purpose of the trip is.
He says he wants to spend more time with entrepreneurs on the continent, so he's going to go to Ghana, he's going to go to Ethiopia and South Africa as well, and those are good kind of regional hubs to be going into. And he's been speaking to some university students as well, so those are nice and good, but he needs to avail himself publicly to answer questions about how he's going to deal with all of the different challenges that Twitter has on the continent. For instance, there's no language support for even some of the larger African languages like Swahili and Yoruba and Hausa and Zulu or Amharic, and that's just unacceptable for a platform that is so influential on the continent.
Yeah, and can I just talking of that, the potential, Larry, is quite phenomenal, isn't it? Across Africa, fast-growing, I should say, entrepreneurial sector, especially, as you mentioned, in technology. And I'm looking at these numbers here. I know Africa has a 1.6 billion consumer base, but nearly 500 million Africans are so far access to the internet.
Absolutely. It's a huge potential, and Facebook, to their credit, has done a little more in trying to encourage that entrepreneurship. They have a partnership with some incubation hubs in parts of the continent, certainly in East and West Africa. And it's a great thing that Twitter is paying attention to it finally. It's trying to engage with that community. It's finding ways to support it. There's a lot more it can do. I agree that there are so many innovators on the continent who are taking advantage of the fast-growing middle class, who are taking advantage of the penetration of mobile phones increasing on the continent and people getting access to the internet to build solutions for African problems, but also to try and build world-class ideas, world-class businesses, and anybody who comes in to support them should be welcome.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, Larry, lovely to see you, my friend. Good luck with the studies and hurry